It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. Coming up next.
It is a stadium where a different kind of football is more commonly the focus, but today it's all about the NFL as you get a look inside Allianz Arena in the Bavarian city of Munich, Germany. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
The National Football League has come to Germany. We are underway from Munich. Well, now how about this return? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his 6th season now out of Duke.
And he's coming off an injury-shortened season where he only played in 6 games, going 1-5 over that span, with just 3 total touchdowns on the year. But the Giants have a lot of confidence in him. They didn't draft a quarterback this year, and they're looking for him to bounce back and prove that last year was an anomaly.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with a rookie to about the 35, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7. Slot man moves right. Throwing, Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Jones. That's to the rookie. It's Malik Neighbors. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their second-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
And he's certainly coming off a very tough rookie campaign, but he showed flashes of why he was the #1 overall pick. Now starting over in year 2 with a brand new coaching staff, I expect Bryce Young to show the world his talents in full.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Moore the motion man. Young to throw it. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. Skirts by him at the 35. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Here's Young from the shotgun. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Young. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Moore the motion man. Young. To the sideline and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Right there in coverage, Xavier Woods.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now here's Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down at 7. On the counter, this is Hubbard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Young. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. He's got Slayton on the slant. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the 1st quarter of a 3-0 game. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Singletary here running out of the gun. Some strong running at the 20. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Three 0 after one on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. With solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young going to give to Brooks. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
A give up the middle. Hubbard pushing through the contact. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll try to throw now. Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Panthers have got it back to within a score. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And Robinson, the motion man right. They'll look to throw here on first down. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. He's got Bellinger. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A give up the middle to Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They run here with Singletary. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Jones. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Moore, the motion man right. Throwing, Young. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Young to throw it. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 2nd and 9. Young now from the 50. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, Young. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 13. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half, Young. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you back across the Atlantic to Orlando, as we say Guten Tag to our guys standing by. That's Jonathan Coachman. Coach?
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Moore, the man in motion. Now Young. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Young now. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Here now, 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start with a run by Tracy. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now Jones. He finds his man Johnson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 3. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Jamie Gillen as he's on to punt for New York. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Young to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Young will set to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On to give, it's Tracy. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Panthers offense and Chuba Hubbard set to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a 2nd and 2. Option right, Young. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Looking to throw, Young. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Young. That caught by Trimble. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Moore, the motion man right. Now here's Young. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle, that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And this offense on third down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he has now gotten into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. That's complete to Robinson. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. On the run is Tracy. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And his throw is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion right is Robinson. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tracy going to get it on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll go again with Tracy, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones forced out to his left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Panthers offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Young. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. To the air once more, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Got a man. That's Leggett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing, Young. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Here we go, 1st and goal. Again, it's Young. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock, and let your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Young. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Young to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
So the field goal got him back within 1 score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tracy trying the right side. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Right back to Tracy. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The home team's offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd down. Young. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Young. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye from Munich.